what I like about this paper is you really dive into the various industries that could be affected, both in terms of output and employment. Who's most exposed here when it comes to cracking down on illegal immigration from an economics perspective?
Well, in terms of industries, agriculture, construction, leisure and hospitality are in the industries that have the highest concentration of undocumented workers. So they could see employment fall by over 10%. So they could take a big hit. But I'd like to emphasize that undocumented workers are really spread throughout all sectors in the economy.
So how do you tally up the economic cost when you get to that $5 trillion number?
Yeah, so there are about 7 million undocumented workers in our economy. That's about 5% of employment. And our analysis predicts that if we were to lose those workers, GDP, US GDP could fall by 2.5% to 3%. That's a big number. That's like the whole economic contribution of the state of Massachusetts. And it amounts to this about $4.7 trillion over a 10-year period. Of course, if
go ahead.
If income falls, if GDP falls, then federal taxes, federal revenue will also go down. And we think our calculations say that it could go down by as much as $1 trillion over a 10-year period. So if we want to keep public services at their current levels, then we'll have to make up for that lost income.
Francesc, how much of the impact is from actual deportations versus workers just not coming in the first place or choosing to leave just because of the stress of this new political and policy environment?
Yeah, both things would have similar effects. So in our analysis, what workers do is they show up to work, they produce in whatever industries they are employed. So if we lose those workers either because they are deported or because they don't show up to work because they just hide for fear of deportation, the lost income would be about the same.
Have there been other countries where your hypothesis here has been put further into practice than the U.S. has?
To my knowledge, there hasn't been in recent times a serious discussion about deporting such a large number of workers. So really, we don't have a lot of actual data to go by. We have to rely on analysis.
You're talking about such big numbers to our economy and our labor market, Francesc. I wonder why the market doesn't appear to be worried. It hits new highs every single day. Economists have not revised down their economic forecasts at all for this. Do you think it's just because they don't actually see it happening?
Well, so we have to see exactly what are what's the translation of the new executive order and the new legal changes, but probably we wouldn't be talking about, the president is not talking about deporting the full 7 million workers. It could be a fraction of that. So to the extent that it's not as many people, then the economic costs are gonna be scaled down.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.